Hey Sigmas, let's get one thing straight. Life hasn't handed you an easy deck of cards. If you found yourself born into a toxic family, you've probably asked the question, why me? Well, hold on to your hats, because by the end of this video, you'll realize that your upbringing wasn't just a challenge, it was your ultimate gift. Yes, you heard that right. Now, before you hit the comments with, how can a dysfunctional family be a gift? Stick around. We're about to unpack exactly why being raised in a chaotic environment was the training ground that forged your Sigma DNA. So if you're ready to flip your perspective and see the power in your past, smash that like button, subscribe, and join this ever-growing Sigma community. Let's start with their introverted nature. Whereas alpha males are typically extroverted, thriving in social situations, a Sigma male is the polar opposite. They are introverts at heart, but it's not because they're shy or socially awkward. Instead, they simply prefer their own company to that of others. They're perfectly content spending time alone, exploring their thoughts and ideas, rather than engaging in social chit-chat. Now, onto their self-reliance. Sigma males are fiercely independent. They don't rely on others for their happiness or success, nor do they need the approval of others to feel good about themselves. They have a strong sense of self and aren't swayed by the opinions of others. This independence extends to their careers as well. Many Sigma males are self-employed, preferring to follow their own path rather than conform to the traditional 9-to-5 grind. Finally, Sigma males reject societal norms. They are not rebels without a cause, but rather individuals who see the world differently. They don't feel the need to conform to societal expectations, whether it's about their career, their relationships, or their lifestyle. They march to the beat of their own drum, creating their own rules and living life on their terms. It's important to note that being a Sigma male is not about being better or worse than an alpha or beta male. It's simply a different way of navigating the world. It's about understanding oneself, valuing one's independence, and not being afraid to challenge societal norms. Now that we have a grasp on what a Sigma male is, let's explore why a toxic family might not be such a bad thing for them. Toxic families can be a breeding ground for stress and negativity, but for Sigma males, they might just be the perfect training ground. Welcome to the paradox of toxic families. Imagine a garden, overgrown and neglected. It's a harsh environment, yet within it, a rare bloom thrives, using the very challenges of its surroundings to grow stronger. This is the Sigma male in a toxic family. Toxic families often operate on a cycle of emotional drama, manipulation, and control. It's a whirlwind of chaos that can leave members feeling drained and misunderstood. Yet it's within this tumultuous environment that the Sigma male can find his path to personal growth. The Sigma male, often described as the lone wolf of society, thrives on independence and self-reliance. In a toxic family where emotional support may be lacking, the Sigma male's path to independence is accelerated. They learn early on to rely on themselves to navigate the stormy seas of family dysfunction on their own terms. Resilience is another trait that can be honed in the crucible of a toxic family. Sigma males learn to weather the storm, to endure despite the negativity around them. This resilience becomes a tool, a shield against the world that they carry with them into adulthood. In this environment, Sigma males also develop a keen sense of observation. They learn to read the room, to pick up on the subtle cues of manipulation and control. This ability to observe and analyze gives them an edge in their interactions outside the family, allowing them to navigate social situations with ease and discretion. This is not to say that growing up in a toxic family is a walk in the park. Far from it. But for the Sigma male, these adverse circumstances can be a catalyst for growth, a crucible in which their unique traits are forged. So, while a toxic family may seem like a curse, for Sigma males, it can be quite the opposite. It can be the very environment that molds them into the self-reliant, resilient individuals they are destined to become. The paradox of toxic families is that within the chaos, a Sigma male might just find his path to strength and independence. Being born into a toxic family can be a gift for Sigma males, as it can foster the development of resilience. Now, that might sound counterintuitive, but let's break it down. Sigma males are often painted as the silent warriors of society. They thrive in solitude, are self-reliant, and possess an uncanny ability to turn adversity into strength. Picture them as the lone wolves of the human world, quietly navigating their way through life. But where does this strength come from? When a Sigma male is born into a toxic family, they face challenges that others may not. They deal with emotional turmoil, constant conflict, and often a lack of understanding. These experiences, while difficult, can be a catalyst for growth. They can shape the Sigma male into a resilient individual, one who can withstand life's trials and tribulations with grace and fortitude. As we delve deeper into the concept of resilience, we find it to be the process of adapting well in the face of adversity, trauma, tragedy, or significant sources of stress. It's about bouncing back from difficult experiences and not just surviving, but thriving. So how does a toxic family environment encourage resilience in a Sigma male? Well, the constant need to adapt and survive in such an environment hones their problem-solving skills. They learn to navigate difficult situations and develop emotional intelligence. They become adept at reading people and predicting patterns of behavior. It's like a high-stakes game of chess, where the Sigma male is always thinking 3 moves ahead. This resilience then becomes a part of their identity. It shapes their worldview, their interactions, and their approach to life. They become masters of their fate, capable of weathering storms that would topple others. But remember, this resilience is not a shield against pain or hardship. Rather, it's a tool that allows Sigma males to navigate through them, to learn from them, and to emerge stronger on the other side. Resilience, then, is the gift that Sigma males can unearth from the rubble of a toxic family. It's a testament to their strength and their ability to turn adversity into a stepping stone towards growth and self-reliance. Sigma males are known for their independence, a trait that can be honed in a toxic family environment. This independence, rather than being a limitation, is a source of strength. It's a compelling force that propels them through life, navigating the turbulent waters of society with a quiet, unassuming confidence. Born into a world where they were forced to be self-reliant, Sigma males have learned to depend on nobody but themselves. They've discovered that they are their own best allies, their own champions, their own knights in shining armor. Imagine being a lone wolf journeying through life's wilderness. The solitary path might seem daunting, but to a Sigma male, it's liberating. They are the masters of their destiny, the captains of their ship. They don't need to follow the crowd because they've learned to chart their own course, to blaze their own trail. The independence thrust upon them by a toxic family environment has become their compass, guiding them through life's intricate maze. But independence doesn't mean isolation. Sigma males are not hermits, shunning the world. They have relationships, they interact with society, but on their own terms. They don't seek validation from others because their sense of self-worth comes from within. They don't fear loneliness because they've learned to value their own company. They don't crave attention because they've learned to find fulfillment in their own pursuits. This independence shapes their path in life. It influences their decisions, their actions, their interactions. It shapes their perspective, their worldview, their approach to life. It's an intrinsic part of their identity, a defining characteristic of their personality. It's the lens through which they view the world, the filter through which they process their experiences. In the grand scheme of things, their independence is not a byproduct of their toxic family environment, but a tool they've honed to navigate life's complexities. They've turned adversity into advantage, using their independence as a stepping stone towards self-realization. Toxic families, then, can be a catalyst for the independence that defines Sigma males. They might have been born into a storm, but they've learned to dance in the rain. So, if being born into a toxic family can foster resilience and independence, is it truly a gift for Sigma males? Well, let's take a moment to reflect on what we've explored so far. We've delved into the enigma of Sigma males, these lone wolves of society who don't conform to traditional social hierarchies. We've discovered how they often emerge from the paradoxical environment of toxic families, a crucible that forges their unique traits and capabilities. Now, it's important to clarify that we're not saying a toxic family is a blessing in disguise. Far from it. It's a challenging, often painful circumstance that no one should have to endure. However, for Sigma males, it can serve as a catalyst for their development, pushing them to cultivate resilience and independence. Remember, the Sigma male is a figure who thrives on solitude, who values self-reliance, and who isn't afraid to swim against the current. These traits are often born out of necessity, out of a need to survive and grow amidst adversity. So, in a twisted sort of way, a toxic family can act as a training ground for Sigma males, forcing them to tap into their inherent strengths and to become the best versions of themselves. But the real gift here, if we can call it that, isn't the adversity itself, but the potential for transformation it brings. It's about how Sigma males can take the raw, jagged pieces of their experience and mold them into something remarkable. It's about how they can turn the grit of their past into the pearl of their future. So let's think of it this way. Imagine a lump of coal subjected to immense heat and pressure over time. It's a tough, grueling process, but the result? A diamond. A precious, unyielding gem, as unique as it is resilient. That's the Sigma male, born from the crucible of a toxic family, yet emerging as a diamond in the rough. While it might not be a gift anyone would ask for, it seems that Sigma males can indeed find a silver lining in the cloud of a toxic family. We have explored the concept of Sigma males, the dynamics of toxic families, and the potential gifts these environments can offer. In the labyrinth of social hierarchies, Sigma males stand as enigmatic figures. They are the lone wolves, the free thinkers, the ones who defy societal norms and expectations to carve their own paths. But what shapes these individuals? Often, it is the crucible of a toxic family environment that forges the resilient, independent nature of a Sigma male. Let's take a moment to recap. Sigma males are characterized by their introverted nature, self-reliance, and non-conformity. They don't seek validation from others or strive to fit into social hierarchies. They are comfortable in their own company and march to the beat of their own drum. Now imagine growing up in a toxic family environment, one characterized by manipulation, control, and emotional volatility. It's a challenging environment, to say the least. But within this crucible, the Sigma male's resilience is born. They learn to rely on themselves, to navigate the tumultuous waters of their family dynamics with an adaptable and independent spirit. In essence, the very traits that define the Sigma male are often honed and developed in the face of adversity. But let's be clear, this is not to romanticize toxic family environments. They are, undeniably, deeply harmful and damaging. But in the same way, a diamond is formed under intense pressure. So too can the Sigma male emerge from these experiences with a unique set of strengths. They develop a resilience that serves them in all areas of life, an independence that allows them to forge their own path, and an introspective nature that leads to deep self-awareness. So what does this mean for you? It's an invitation to reflect. If you identify as a Sigma male and have experienced a toxic family environment, take a moment to acknowledge the strengths you've gained from these experiences. Your resilience, your independence, your self-awareness, these are your gifts. They are the silver lining in the storm clouds of your past. But remember, your past experiences do not define you. They have shaped you, yes, but you are more than the sum of your past. You are a Sigma male, a lone wolf, a free thinker, a nonconformist. You have the power to create your own narrative, to define your own identity. You have walked a unique path, and it's this journey that makes you who you are. So next time you meet a Sigma male, remember the unique path they've walked. And if you're a Sigma male from a toxic family, remember, your past may have shaped you, but it doesn't define you.